Welcome back into the Bettor Half Hour, my favorite segment where we bring you sports betting veterans winning more than they're losing. He comes on the show every week, crushes it. You've seen him on the betting exchange as well. Adam Aronis of SiriusXM and PicksWise. Adam, great to be with you, my friend.
Great to be here, man. An exciting time. Crunch time in the NBA. Playoffs almost here. Time to make that money.
And on the NBA thought, Adam, the do's and do nots from a betting perspective down the NBA stretch of the regular season.
Yeah, I think you want to focus on the teams that have something to play for. There's obviously a lot of positioning for seeding right now. You want to make sure these teams are not sitting their star players and resting them. And I don't think we're going to see a lot of it, especially with so much up in the air in the Eastern Conference, even in the Western Conference teams trying to stay out of the play-in tournament. And you have a lot of the bottom tier teams shutting players down now. Houston's doing it with Dennis Schroeder, Christian Wood, Eric Gordon. So you want to kind of stay away from those teams, even if the trends show that they've been good at covering the spread this year. Obviously, the dynamics have shifted. So you just want to invest in teams that are playing for something. Perfect example was last night, Philadelphia, Milwaukee. We knew it was important. That's a game you want to look at from a betting perspective and a player prop side.
Adam, who's a team you're on and a team you're off towards the end of the regular season?
From a betting perspective, I wanted to say Phoenix and Memphis that I'm on, but you could see them potentially resting players because Phoenix basically lock up the 1 seed. Memphis is close to the 2. So I'm going to look at a couple of teams that obviously are playing for something, and that would be like Dallas and Minnesota. They've both been really good. Dallas 15-7-1 against the spread their last 23. Minnesota 11-4 against the spread their last 15. So those teams have a lot to play for. And Milwaukee, they have rested players recently, but now they're getting healthy. Brook Lopez is back. Connaughton is back, and they're fighting for the 1 seed. So those are teams I'm looking for. On the other side, Portland is absolutely abysmal. I don't even really care what the line is right now. You definitely want to take their opponents on the money line, maybe in a parlay. But even if the line is high, they clearly have been tanking. They had an opportunity to make the play-in tournament like several weeks ago, and they just shut everybody down. They're the worst team defensively since the All-Star break. So that's a team you just want to bet against every night.
Adam, we've never seen a team like the Nets towards the bottom of the playoff seeding, yet still the favorite to win their conference. Are you buying in on the Nets at all to make a run in the East?
Yeah, this is so fascinating, and it's so difficult. I'm going to say yes for a couple of reasons. I think a lot of the teams in the Eastern Conference have weaknesses right now. Miami has fallen apart. Where's the team chemistry at? Boston was a team I was looking at, but Robert Williams is a huge loss. They've been the number 1 team in defensive efficiency. They've been rolling now 4 to 6 weeks. Maybe he's back the second round, but how is he going to look? Chicago, I haven't been buying. I don't buy Philadelphia. So the key for me with Brooklyn, I think they're going to get the 7 seed. Cleveland is in the 7 right now. Evan Mobley's going to miss some time. Jared Allen's been out. So if they win that, they're the 7. The key for me is avoid Milwaukee in the first round. If they don't play Milwaukee in the first round, I think they can make a run. If they face Milwaukee in the first round, that's just asking a lot. And that's the problem. You're not getting good odds, and the Brooklyn has a very difficult path. But Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving together, maybe they get Ben Simmons back. I like Curry. Drummond's played well. They have the ability. It's just going to be a tough road, but I do think they have a chance just because a lot of the teams at the top of the East have issues right now.
Yeah, the East is going to be fascinating down the stretch here. Let's move to the West. A team you like to win the West, not named the Phoenix Suns, would be who?
That's the key there, not the Suns, right? Because everyone's going to pick them. I'm going to say Memphis. This team is 18-2 without Ja Morant. They've been unbelievable. They have a good core, and they're playing great right now. Top 6 in offensive efficiency, top 6 in defensive efficiency. Golden State is the wild card, right? They need Steph Curry healthy, 3-9 without him. If he's not healthy, they have no chance. They actually need him and Draymond Green. We saw the defense was not as good without Draymond Green. So they're the wild card right now, but it's hard to bet on them. But it's got to be Memphis. I mean, this team has been unbelievable this year, and they obviously need Ja Morant back. I'm thinking that they're being cautious here because they pretty much have the 2 seed locked up, but Memphis has just been unbelievable this year, so they would be the team that I take.
For bettors out there wondering, do you think, Adam, this is a season where an array of NBA teams can actually win it all, or do you already have it narrowed down to a Final Four, a 6 seed, top 6, if you will, for teams to hoist a trophy?
Yeah, I'd say there's probably between 3 and 5 teams. And we don't really say that many years. We talked about the Eastern Conference and how it's kind of wide open. I see Milwaukee and Brooklyn having shots. I don't know about anyone else there. I know people will pick Philadelphia. I'm not buying them. Obviously, love Phoenix in the West. Memphis, I don't know if they can win the title, but I got to give them a little hope. And Golden State, obviously, if everyone is healthy with Curry, they need Curry on the court. So I do think there are a few teams that could win it. But if you're asking me for one, I got to go with Phoenix. And people still doubt this team, but they did it all last year. And I had doubts last year because they did benefit from injuries in the Western Conference, but they've done it the entire season. Chris Paul just recently came back. They just steamroll over teams. They have everything you want. They just need to stay healthy. Chris Paul needs to stay healthy in the postseason. They're going to be tough to beat.
I got to mention the Lakers. Two of these three teams between the Pelicans, LA, and the Spurs are going to make the play-in tournament. Do you have any confidence? I think it's around an even pick, a little bit of juice on whether they will or they won't make the play-in tournament. What do you got for me, all things LA?
I don't see how you could have confidence in this team. All season long, people are like, well, they have LeBron James and Anthony Davis. Now, LeBron is listed as doubtful for Thursday. Anthony Davis could be back this weekend. But have you seen their schedule? It's absolutely brutal. The only game they're going to be favored in is the Thunder. Meanwhile, the Spurs, who didn't even want to get in the play-in tournament, they were sitting DeJounte Murray a couple times over the last few weeks. They didn't want to get in. Keldon Johnson's been sitting out. Now, all of a sudden, they have life. They have 2 games against Portland. I don't see how they lose those games. So I don't see how you can bet on the Lakers right now. LeBron James got to be healthy, and for him to not be out there, I think this has to be a concern because he wants to win the scoring title as well. So I don't see how you can bet the Lakers with confidence right now.